The NES Classic was a huge hit for Nintendo back in 2016. Since then, the market has been saturated with clones and knockoffs of this hugely successful console. One such clone is the 501 Games console. It is exactly what it sounds like. 500 games on one mini console. The 501 Games console differs from the NES Classic by offering regular red and yellow AV cables. This does not use an HDMI cable and may or may not work properly on some newer TVs that have replaced audio-video jacks. One downside is the console only comes with one controller, and I'm not sure how you get a replacement if the controller happens to break or you would like a second one. The controller pad offers 4 buttons and a directional pad instead of the 2 on the NES Classic. The controller cord is also nearly 3 times as long, so you're not just having to be forced to sit on top of your television. However, unlike the NES Classic, there is no save feature, so you can't stop and pick up your games later. As far as the games themselves, they are mostly emulated ROMs, knockoffs, or reskins. It is not uncommon to see Mario in other games he otherwise wouldn't be in, such as Tiny Toon Adventures, Ninja-themed games, or Jurassic Park-style games. Some games are really bad, both graphically and to control. Some examples here would be poor jumping mechanics and input lag. Not all the games are like this. There are actually quite a few that are replicated well enough and can almost be passable for the authentic game. The only thing they seem to be missing is that final polish and Nintendo seal of quality that gave some of their old NES era games their distinct art style and quality for that era, given the NES's much more limited capabilities by today's standards. Some games have random titles or really make no sense. There are a few duplicates when it comes to some of the games being reskinned. For example, there are nearly 10 games featuring Mario with dinosaurs. There are probably over 20 reskins of the first Mario Bros. Game for NES. If you go into this expecting some high quality gaming, you will be disappointed. If you, however, go with more realistic expectations and take it for what it is, a cheap knockoff that for around $20 will give you mindless and nearly endless entertainment at a low cost, then you will enjoy this console. It isn't perfect, but on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this a solid 5. It isn't complete trash, as there are some good hidden gems, but that mixed with some of the poor quality and lack of HDMI and save capabilities makes me give it a rating of right in the middle. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this, please subscribe. If you happen to be reading this or watching this on my social media channels, please follow.